Everyone, welcome back. This time, in Etched in the Stars, peculiar crystal is like a soul-y crystal sort of thing on the floor. Are we gonna unlock the job Asian? Are we Asians now? It looks more like a warrior one, doesn't it? Maybe we should have looked at what the warrior one looks like. The warrior one kind of looks a bit thinner than that, though, right? Peculiar crystal lies on the floor. Upon its surface is an array of lights, twinkle like a tiny constellation of stars. Day forth, bring honor to the seat of what? The distorted voice of the ancient rings out in your mind. A moment preserved in the crystal, it would seem. I'll just take that with me, will I? Just take that with me. You notice something else glistening up ahead. Oh shit, yeah, we do, actually. Like a greeny boy. Yes, that was like... We remember what that looked like, right? So let's have a quick look at the soul stones. So this one here is the warrior one. So it doesn't look anything like the warrior one. In fact, it doesn't look anything like the warrior one. It looks closer to the dancer one with the warrior one stuck on top. Sorry, bit of a crooked throat. I literally just woke up. You've probably noticed it's a different recording day since the horde of people is actually in fact gone. Oh, man, the fucking traveling time in this area. Here we go. Sorry, I ran the wrong way. What does this one look like? Oh, it's just different colors. Soul crystals for the Asians, maybe? You find 3 more crystals lying on the floor. Though they differ in color and direction, each is identical in shape. Focus on the crystal. You focus on the crystals and find that the words they hold ring clearer than before. Behold, my friends. Embraced by the earth, ceased by the wind, vibrant life flourishes all right in creation. There is no greater joy than to use our wisdom for the good of our people, no greater pride. May all know happiness and forever, and forevermore. Are these the people who sacrificed themselves for Zodiac? There's not to be any more crystals in the hall. Perhaps it would be wise to continue the search outside. Okay. I feel like we're just finding something to do whilst we wait for Y'shtola. You know what I mean? We're just kind of like, wait a minute. Let's find something to do. Ooh, look, there's some crystals on the ground. Like we've gone seashell hunting whilst Y'shtola is busy. Collection of crystals. Sorry, my window is open at the moment as well. There's a bit of noise. It's super fucking hot. I'll close it. I'll close it if it gets too loud. Your instincts serve you true. You discover another 2 crystals. As you reach out with your consciousness, new voices begin to echo in your mind. The heavens are ablaze, and the land rent asunder. What will become of the world? Is life itself to be drained? Or denied, maybe? Is that denied? I think it was denied. I clicked off it too quick before I could correct myself. Come what may, we must not surrender to despair. If we but hold fast to hope, we may yet find a path to salvation. I'm not sure I got the fucking inventory space for this shit. The voices tell an incomplete tale. Might more of them remain to be found? Yeah, actually. There's like another group right down here. You soon discover 2 more crystals. Rather too soon, in fact, as if someone wanted you to find them. Everything burns, crumbles, decays. I hear the lamafrons of my brethren. Screams, I guess. And soon there will be only silence. We will deliver our star from its doom. This we swear, so please dry your tears. Whatever awaits at the end of your search is plain. You have yet to find it. Fucking more over here. What are these trying to teach it? Like, I mean, they're trying to show us like the Amarotians. They were people. You know what I mean? Like they were people, and they died, and it sucks. It fucking blows. And to save their world, they had to sacrifice half of their people, and that sucks ass. And I understand that. And same with MSQ. I totally get why he did it. I probably would do something similar. You know what I mean? If I lost everybody, my entire planet worth of people, and I was the only one left, I'd probably try and do the same. However, I ain't in that predicament, so I gotta fight him and I gotta kill him. Sure enough, your presence is swiftly rewarded, this time with 3 crystals. The time has come. We shall rewrite the laws of creation, and we will save our star. From this life, our savior born. May I be worthy of the honor. I feel my soul turning, slowly but inevitably, invocably, okay. And the power I wield begins to seem terrible, but this is right. It is right? The Tale of Crystals seems to near its end, but it isn't over yet. How would I know that? How would I possibly come to that conclusion in my head? Yeah, it seems like it's almost at its end. Constellation of Crystals. Okay. A single one. With almost, they kind of look like the masks that they wear, right? Like the red masks? You know what I mean? Like with the nose. It's probably just me seeing faces and everything. With almost melancholy inevitability, the 12th crystal soon reveals itself. Your questing eye. Through salvation is ours. It comes to it at a great sacrifice. All that remains is to pray. To pray that we all will one day meet again beneath a blue sky. Judging by its testimony, it would seem the voice was recorded in the wake of the final days. As you scan the area, another glint catches your eye. I'm assuming this is the last one, since there's people in cutscene here. This might be a long one. God is the brilliant radiance of life, replaced by a sketchy glow of malformed creatures. Is this how it ends? For the ones we loved, for the star with all our being? No, I will not suffer it to be so. Well, well, we meet again, my new old friend. Oh, it's our friend from the bank. Again, it might not be a bank, I just don't know what else to call it. Let's do this one. Let's say his name, because otherwise we'd feel, he might feel bad. How good of you to remember. I see you've been collecting stars. I speak of those crystals. They are constellations etched upon them, yes? I hope hearing my voice and their voice isn't annoying. I think I try my best. High in the heavens, those stars since their guiding light down upon the lives below. Fleeting symbols of the combination of the 14. Would you not agree? As you have gathered, each crystal bears account of the life of our member of the convocation. That's what like Elidibus and all that are a part of. As remembered by the unsundered. Lest you worry, they are conscripts. They are far too incomplete to be so. But they sacrifice an imbuing memories with sundered souls, that they might be restored to their office. Keep them. I'm sure Emmett Zelk wouldn't mind. So how fare you of late? You are feuding with Elidibus this time, I believe? He's a jerk. He stole my friend's corpse. He's a big old poopy face. Ah, yes, a poopy face, I see. I shall refrain from passing comment on your struggle. It is not my place to do so. Long departed as am I. But if I may give voice to a personal desire, I would rather you lived. If you do not, how will you keep your promise to Emmett Zelk? The promise to remember. It must weigh heavy, the burden of all those memories. The one who has lived a life such as yours, I can well imagine how Elidibus's existence might seem hollow. How empty his single-minded pursuit of high, forgotten cause must appear. But know that this derivation is not without reason, even if he himself can no longer remember what that reason is. Well, that's quite enough talk about Elidibus. I would see if you could retire the Wayward Stars, reunite the Wayward Stars. What? I mentioned before, there is a member of the Convocation who opposed Zodiac's summoning and defected, one whose office was left vacant. Defectors having deemed unworthy of commemoration, no crystal exists of the individual in question. Or should it exist at any rate? And wouldn't had a friend not created one in secret. A crystal bearing the forgotten name of his office, along with the magic of his own convincing, a singular incarnation embodying his spirit. Among all the officers, the 14 was most unusual, for while the rest sat in Amarot in horror of change, whilst gaining an immense knowledge of the wider world. In the cause of his duty, he travelled the length and breadth of every land, and befriended countless folk. He encountered troubles too, of course, matters of which could simply have been referred to the convocation, but it was not his way. Nay, more often than not, he would call upon his comrades, and together resolve matters themselves. Such is the magic sealed within that crystal, the magic to summon the stars to your side. In time of greatest need, should you wish upon it with all your heart, it will surely answer your call. And now it is where it belongs. Oh, there is no need for thanks, since you're not giving it to me anyway. But nor will I hear any complaints about it either. After all, I cannot say whether I act of my own volition, or with the will of my recreator. I see. Oh, jeez. What he's saying is that you don't know if he's meant to be doing this because he wants to, or if it's because Ep6 like programmed him to do so.
I was wondering where you disappeared to.
Oh, hey, Stola. I was talking to my friend.
Is something troubling you?
Not troubling, but I got given this thing. It's a star I can wish upon or some bullshit. I don't know. Don't worry about it.
No? Very well. I have everything. Let's hurry back to the surface.
Fantastic. Let's head back then. We got a long way ahead of us. Can you still use the Ethernet? Probably. Whoa. We are above right. Oh, it's fucking pissing it down, Yustola. It's pissing it down. Ah, the fresh air at long last. I would celebrate my return to the dry land with a pot of tea and the luxury of time. But we must prepare for Elidibus. Given that we know what we know, it is plain that he will not be deterred from his course, and nor would I, were I him. Not that if it meant for forsaking everything I loved. That said, I have not forgotten how Ep6 sought out to find the common ground with us. For all our misgivings, ultimately our differences were not to be begrudged. Jesus. Help me out. Jeez. Oh. Ultimately, our differences are not to be begrudged, of course, but one must always try. Ep6 understood this, and if his gesture resonated with you, perhaps you might consider reaching out to his brethren. Though it may all be for naught, of all your people, know that there is no such thing as a foregone conclusion. Yeah. I'll just take the cash. Alright, we did it. Next time, the Covering Lights. I'm not sure how many long we left. I think we've only got 4 quests left. So I think we're getting there. But, oh boy, these are going to be some long ones, okay? We're going to try and stick to one episode a quest. But if the last quest has the dungeon and the trial in it, we might split that in 2. Does that make sense to me? Well, alright, next time, the Converging Lights. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.